If you've ever said that I'm just looking, this video is for you. Because what I'm here to tell you guys is I'm just looking is start of phase 2 of your real estate journey. My name is Kyle Powers with Haven Real Estate Group at eXp Realty, and this is the ClearPath Home. This series is all about helping people understand where they are in the real estate process without pressure and taking out the guesswork. I'm here to tell you that looking at homes online isn't a waste of time. It is you gathering information about yourself. And I know you're gonna be like, what are you talking about myself? I'm looking at houses. Let me tell you. In this stage, people feel guilty about looking, right? A lot of people downplay this stage, and I'm here to tell you that this is a crazy important one, right? I think the big thing that you're telling yourself is, oh, we're not serious yet, or oh, we're just browsing, or, you know, we don't want to bother anybody. So they look quietly. You look quietly, you don't tell anybody, you're starting to look on realtor.com, you're starting to look on Zillow or Redfin or whatever the site is that you use, or local, or maybe it's homesforsalemhk.com, whatever that is. But the truth is, this is an incredibly valuable stage because even if you don't act on it, you're doing your fact finding, right? You're looking at your Zillow at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're saying, oh, I don't like a split level. I don't like a ranch. I don't like the 3 bedrooms. I need a 4th. And you're going through and you're searching at this stuff, but this is the information that you need. When you look at homes online, is you're learning what you are shopping for. You're not necessarily going in and go open doors and get into stuff quite a bit yet, but what you're learning, the information gathering piece of this is that you're figuring out what feels small. You're feeling out what's overkill, right? What feels like overkill, maybe your price range, maybe the size of the lot, maybe the size of the house. What's overkill? And what you keep coming back to, like, oh man, I really like the granite. I really like the nice floors. I really like the flashiness of the paint. I really like. You're gathering information about what you like and what you want whenever you do get that. And that stage happens well before getting in, showing and looking at houses. And I tell you guys, this stage is very important. And I will tell you, every one of my buyers that I work with goes through this stage, and I want you to. I want you to go look online. I want you to go do that stuff. We're gonna get into some houses. You're gonna be in there and you're like, yeah, this isn't it. And that's fine. But you're gonna know quite a bit just by starting that search online before we ever step foot in a house. And here's the switch. When just looking turns into exploring, at some point, looking turns into questions, and questions turned into conversations. And this is the moment that you need to actually reach out and talk to somebody. Have the conversations about the process, have those conversations. Hopefully you choose somebody before this, but this is the moment that you reach out to a real estate professional. Again, hopefully it's me, but if it's not, you reach out to somebody who says, hey, I want to go look at 123 Main Street. I like X, Y, and Z, and I really think it could be an option. Maybe it's not, and I will tell you, I think I've only had it one time in my entire career where we looked at 3 houses in one day and we bought one. And that was, ironically enough, it was my wife. And never, I thought she was gonna be the hardest one ever, but a whole different scenario, or a whole different conversation there. But the thing with it is that more than likely, you're not going to go buy the first house that you see. And I don't want you to. I want you to go out there and I want you to get a feel. I want you to get in there and I want you to feel the house that you're getting into. And you're going to have some heartbreaks. You're going to lose a couple of houses. You're going to get into inspections and those are going to fall through. And like, those are going to happen. But you don't know that without getting into it and starting that exploring phase. So again, in this stage, what you are doing is you are starting your searches online. You're looking at everything. You're seeing what you like, what you don't like, and what you'd like to have when you go and buy this house. And then we get into the next phase of this stage is getting into the exploration stage. So we get into the homes, we start looking at that. If these are the conversations that you're starting to have with yourself, with your spouse, with your family, whoever it may be, please reach out. These are the moments that I want to get to. I would have wanted to talk to you months ago at this point, but if you are interested in starting to have these conversations or starting to have these thoughts, reach out. I want to talk to you a little bit more just to see what we can do to get you taken care of. And if you're looking online and starting to wondering what everything means and what the Zestimate means and what the payment potential is, this is a good moment to reach out. This is a good moment to Not necessarily make a move, but like I said in episode 5, have an awareness piece of this, right? I want you to be aware of what the next steps are and what that looks like. You do not have to sign a buyer agency agreement. Hear me again. If you get pressured into something, you do not have to sign a buyer agency agreement. You do have to sign a showing agreement in order to look at a home. This is the stuff that we're going to talk about in the next episode of the ClearPath Home. That is part of the new thing that happened, but do not be pressured into something that you are not wanting to. Because again, I say this all the time, that you do not want to marry somebody that you're going on a first date with. So why would you expect that with a real estate agent? So anyway, if you guys have any questions, I'm here. I want to help. Put it in the comments below. Love to hear from you. Love to hear your comments. My personal cell phone number is 785-477-5485. My email is kyle@homesforsalemhk.com. Share this video with somebody. Share this series. If you haven't gone back and watched the other series or other videos in the series, please do so. And then also look at the ones moving forward as well. But I want to be very clear that I'm here to help. I want to make sure that you are making the right decision for you, making the right decision for your family, or just whoever you may be going with. But I want to help you with this process of buying a home. And I don't care if it's first time home or 10th time you've bought a home. I want to be there to help you in that process. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.